can take months to find a new job. It's work to find that role, and keeping your motivation and energy up for any length of time can be exhausting. During these months, you'll face rejection. You may feel as if you'll never find anything that fits your goals, and you may want to give up at times. All these feelings are natural during a job search, but you can maintain self-worth and keep your head held high, at least most of the time, when you take a little time to reflect and refocus. This is particularly true if you've lost your last job. What a blow to your ego that can be. Most people's self-worth is tied to what they do for a living. When you lose your job, you can lose part of yourself. If that's you, the first thing you'll need to do is deal with the loss of your previous position. Whether you were offered a severance package, laid off, or fired outright, having a position end not on your own terms can be jarring to say the least. And if your identity was closely enmeshed within the title you had, it can throw you into the 5 stages of grief. Loss is loss after all, no matter what ended. Before you can move forward with your job search, you need to take time to grieve and process this loss. The timeline is different for every person and is often in correlation to how long you held the role, though not always. Take the time you need to go through the grieving process, because if you don't complete that first, you'll be no good in your job search. After you've taken time to grieve the loss of your last role and are gearing up to look for your next one, it's important to not only assess where you are, but what you've accomplished. You wouldn't be where you are in life without some major wins. Unfortunately, during a job search, we often belittle ourselves and practice negative self-talk instead of focusing on how awesome we are. That mental mindset doesn't boost self-worth, nor does it help you feel confident to find your next position. Do whatever you need to build yourself up during this time. Make a list of your great qualities, develop a personal mantra, or ask others what they like about you. Only positive thoughts need to come into your conversation. You've already sulked and been sad in step 1. Look at your list, repeat your mantra, and bask in the glow of others' words daily, and maybe several times a day. You are worthy of a new role. A job search is hard work, and having a team to support you can be paramount to success. By partnering up with others who are also looking for a job, you can share concerns, challenges, and wins with people who are experiencing the same thing. Plus, having people to talk to keeps you out of the often lonely place of sitting at your computer looking for a job. Life is constantly throwing us curveballs. Looking for a new job is just the current one you're dealing with, but it doesn't have to be the one that pushes you off the cliff. If you don't already have healthy habits, now is the time to build them in looking at your job search. Some habits to start now include setting aside time daily to network in person and online, as well as research and apply to jobs. Staying active in your industry by reading journals, articles, and magazines that will keep you attuned to what's happening as well as what's coming up. Tracking your efforts so you can manage your search better and celebrate your wins. Remember that looking for a job is a job, so you need time, focus, and dedication to be successful. And building these habits now will only help you find success in the future. Perhaps one of the most important healthy habits you can have during a job search and all the time is to maintain self-worth and a focus on your physical and mental health. Our brains and our bodies are linked, so it's important that you feed both. It can be incredibly stressful to look for a new job, and the better prepared you are physically and mentally, the more successful you'll be. Things that you can do to create healthy habits might include getting a good night's sleep every night, including having set times to go to bed and wake up. Preparing for your day each morning with the same routine. It makes you feel as if you have purpose when you're showered, dressed, and ready to be successful. Starting or continuing an exercise program, which should include 30 minutes a day of getting your heart pumping. That could be at the gym, outside, or just in your living room. Eating well with a balanced diet. Don't stress eat, which can hinder your health and pack on the pounds. Setting aside regular me time to read a book, watch TV, take a bubble bath, or do something that's just for you. One of the best ways to boost your confidence and ground yourself mentally is by practicing gratitude. Even on what seems like the worst day, there are things for which you can be grateful. Your family, home, reliable transportation, the sun shining, or a smile someone shared with you when you were out and about. If there were only one way to maintain self-worth in a job search and all the time, practicing gratitude is probably it. When confidence is intimately tied to how you earn your living and the job that you do, losing that job or just looking for a new one can drastically affect your self-confidence. Remember to take time to grieve the loss of your last position, no matter how that came to be. Give yourself credit for all that you've accomplished to this point. Collaborate with others who are also looking for a job. Create healthy habits that nurture your mind, body, and soul. Put your physical and mental health first by getting good sleep, eating well, and taking time for yourself. Practice gratitude.